Hello, all. I hope you're very good. I'm Veronique, and I'm back with a new voice may record on our YouTube Scope International Society. So, tonight I'm going to speak about the projections operations management. So it's to give some tip of how you can actually introduce operations and projections, the way you can actually making presentations, the way you can the different step to structural, how to use and how to explaining operation projections and operations management. So the introductions. So the introductions to operation management is to imagine to lead you to know how to following and explain the projections operations management. So let's start. Define and explain operations and management. Explain the role of operation management in the business. Describe the decisions that provide management make. Describe the difference between service and manufacture operating. Identify measure historical development on management operations management. Identify current traits in operations management. Describe the flow of information between operations and management and know the business functions. Forecasting short term, medium, and range. Input HR capital materials and land every information's customer. Transformations cover opting into output. Output good or service and waste. Customer contact. Customer already actively passive in the transformations process as service. Performance feedback, repair, recall, customer comments. Operations management. It refers to the management of the production system that transform input into finished goods and service. Production systems is the way that a film acquire into then converts and disperse output. Operations management responsibility for the transformations process that inputs the output. So the long range accuracy of forecasting. Forecasting tab for new projects. For established projects, step in the forecasting, qualitative, quantitative operations management. The business functions responsibility for planning, coordinate and controlling the resources needed to produce projects and service for the company. And management functions and organizations core functions in every organization whether service on manufacture profit and net profit operations management. Systematic directions, controls, and evaluations of the entire range of process that transferred input to the finished good or service. Environmental factor, culture, political, and market influence. Then also the questions that you can also ask to yourself is what gap are told by parents and teller and teacher language, which is part of the culture that provide distinct in the word that should be noticed for learning. In this case, I listen to you the way you can actually made it, the way that you can actually explaining the way productions management is made it. You can be a teacher, you can be a production management. It's the step to follow to establish a very accurate project or productions management. So now, thank you very much. Let's speak to the next videos. I'm going to include to the same tip of production management, but this time is another topic. Thank you very much. Hello all, I come back again with the videos following the previous one I already say. So it's now productions and operations. So operations management concept, the different steps to follow in order to establish a very appropriate operations management concept. Quality goods and service that are reliable and perform correctly. Quality that allow customer to recur the performance theory expect. Efficiency, the amount of input to produce a give output. Less input require lower cost and waste. Responsiveness to customer actions taken to respond to the customer needs. Film can react quickly and correctly to the customer needs as they arise. Typically, Accosmet Shah, President the Accosmet Shah. So how this is has been created is based on the president of CEO, marketing, which is lists the customer and the demand, operation management to providers and the finance. Also, operations management has a transformations role. The first one is add value, increase project value at each stage. 3. Value adds is the net increase between output produced value and input materials value. 4. Provide an efficiency transport. Efficiency means performing actually well for less possibility. Also, what is the role of operations management? OM transfer input and output. Two inputs are resources such as people, materials, and money. Outputs are goods and issues. Operations management transformations process. The inputs are linked to this following chart so that human resources is facility, technologies, and materials, and then transformations is linked to the process, and output is based on the good value. So in this case, we having see how the projections and operation management has been concepts. In this case, I'm going to carry on with the same information, so that is linked to another subject, manufacturing and service organizations. Our organizations has basically made it that process. So it started by service, intangible project. Projects cannot be inventory. High customer contract, short response time, labor intensive, manufacturing, tangible projects, projects in inventory, low customer contracts, longer response time, capital intensive, similarity for service, manufacture, but use technology, but have quality productivity, response issue, but must forecasting demands, but have customer supply, scheduling and staffing issue. But have customer supply, scheduling and staffing issue. Service via manufacture. Manufacture often provide service. Service often provide tangible assets. Some organizations are blend of service manufacture, quasi manufacture, and compositions. Quality management is a characteristic include low customer contract capital and intensity. So in this case, this videos is a stop in this for these sessions of how to make the manufacturing processes. This is linked to the events that are created today. So I'm going to put the poster to the videos so that you can see what I've been talking about today. Thank you very much and see you to the next voice call May Radio of YouTube Scope International channel. Hello all, I hope you're very good. I'm very good. Back with a new YouTube radio on operation management decisions. So let's start it. I'm going to give you the different steps to establish a good operations and decisions. All organizations make decisions and follow a similar path. First, decisions very broadly, strategic decisions. Then, strategic decisions set the directions for the entire company. They are broad in scope and long-term in nature. Follow decisions focus on the specific tactical decisions. Tactical decisions focus on specific day. Today issue like resource need, schedule quantity to produce African. Strategic decisions less frequent. Tactical strategy must align. See the difference between service and goods. Custom made, low volume. No with shipbuilds. Project focus emerging. Plant and equipment avoid on one fleet output. And type a meaning of one of your projects. High volume, highly automate, low flexibility. Information's asymmetric and tangible inventory custom contract, response time, labor, intensity, typical characteristic of source, good producer, positioning strategy approach select for transformation process focused layout of plant and equipment around each product unit, factory line, intermediate strategy plan, and equipment layout so both strategy batch or project. Intermediate strategy plan and equipment layout reflect some of the both strategy batch of project king ball terms. Agile strategy mass customizations, flexibility, product flexibility, ability to respond to the reader change in done change, small to full scale, process flexibility, ability to manufacture a variety of goods in a short time and adjust to produce over time ability. So basically, this is the a tactical way to establish operation management decisions. So thank you very much for this listening of, and thank you for the time of taking for listening the sessions where I align for topic that I'm going to link to it with all the informations that you must request for it. So thank you very much, and I see you later for the new sessions on operations management. Thank you.